Greetings, I am Lies, and I use she, her.
And I am Scandal, and I use they, them.
And let's play a game together!
Yeah!
So, if you are here for the first time, welcome, and if you are coming back, welcome back! We are being accused of theft.
Oh my god!
The theftiest.
That has gone on for hours.
It has gone on for hours. Like, since we arrived, I almost feel like they're not even opening the cafe today to deal with this instead. Additionally, we're having an experience of public shaming by our lady manager.
Yes.
All right, but it seems like I have to show you the CCTV video one more time.
No, you don't have to. Look, I know that you don't believe me, but please, I'm begging you, give me some time to prove to you that I didn't steal the money.
Or you could bring the $1,000 that you stole back.
Well, $1,000? I suddenly feel sick when I hear the total amount that went missing.
Now we're into drama of the week. This feels very much like My Mystic Dragons.
Yeah, now we're really...
This is wild. Yes, I'll give you 48 hours via every action movie with a ransom that I know to bring back the money.
What? This is bonkers.
Or I'll have to hand you over to the cops. And the thing is, okay, so this is a type of behavior that I have seen used by adults on children so that they can go, you don't know the rules well enough to know that there's more process than me just pointing a finger and saying you're bad.
Right.
And the thing is, there is. Now, if Byrne were black, there might not be. And if Byrne were a black young man, there might not be.
Oh, God.
At all. But Byrne is a privileged, young, attractive white woman. And when the manager goes, she stole $1,000, the cop's going to go, cool, where's her evidence?
Right.
And they will not just convict her and accuse her and have a thing about it. There will need to be some proof and an investigation, stuff like that.
Yeah, they will at least be more lenient on her at the very least.
Additionally, unless the cafe manager has completely straight-laced themselves, they may not want a full-on investigation to all of their practices, to their entire accounting and books, and all their other video footage.
Which is actually a method basically of where people use intimidation, and then when the person actually calls them on it, goes, fine, call the cops. I know exactly what I've done, I have nothing to worry about, and then they're like, no, you need to do this thing. You're like, you're trying to hide something. Sure, let's have fun. However, there have also been cases that I've heard about where people have tried to do that, and because they were actually set up to be the fall person and they didn't know it, and they have had this pinned on them. There are some cases where they just don't get out of it until later, but it's a really sucky time because it really ruins, obviously, a lot of your life.
I say, and the thing is like, but there's a lot of, I've seen this behavior of adults, like basically lording things either over kids or over younger, less experienced people, and I don't think this is cool at all. To the cops.
No, please don't. Can you please give me more time?
48 hours, or I'll call the cops now. In front of everyone else. What?
Why?
Bargain more.
Bargain more?
You don't
Bullshit.
agree with her.
I know you don't. Bargain more. That's just ridiculous. 48 hours? What can I do in only 2 days? Please give me at least 1 week.
Oh my god. 1 week. Do you think I'm stupid? Also, all your other fellow employees are just standing here listening to this?
Yeah.
I would be terrified of and deeply uncomfortable with my boss if this was how they run things.
Yeah, no,
Like, holy crap, I would be looking for a new job immediately.
Like, this is breaking, like, rules like crazy as far as I know, so whoa.
You'll run away.
What? No!
48 hours. Take it or leave it.
I nearly scream out of frustration. I take a deep breath to calm myself down. All right. 48 hours, and I'll prove to you that I'm innocent.
Yes, use that backbone. Do it. Whatever. But I know where you live, Byrne. I also know friends of your family, Byrne. Don't even think about running away.
Except that I also have people who are willing to back me up, basically, who are character witnesses going, this is bizarre behavior. Why?
Yeah, character witnesses are really important, actually, when there is no evidence or proof.
Yeah.
And
it's my word versus your word. That's all you got.
And occasionally, yeah, character witnesses can actually help people lie and get away with things, but for the most part, it actually just protects those who are innocent.
Right.
From essentially harmful accusation.
Yeah, because I think one of the saddest things that I've ever run into, and I find it, I say sad, because it's sort of like that thing where you go, people are really trying to do what they believe is the best thing. Because there are lots of them also, too, where you're just like, of course we all did this because we support each other and we believe that the system isn't there to hurt people. And that's assuming that your system doesn't have like baked in racism or whatever
Right.
it is, and going, of course we just tell you the truth. Of course we just go, why would you ever think this? Like,
and also then you can get character witnesses for the other people and going, they are also upstanding, we've done background checks on them, this
Right.
doesn't make sense. But also, again, your manager runs the risk of essentially getting found out if this is something she's done before, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that you really only get to pull this kind of deal once and get the cops involved, unless it's totally legit.
Ugh, right? I won't, because I'm innocent.
Yeah, whatever. You're free to go.
I grab my stuff and storm off without another word. I feel like I'm going to lose my mind. I don't know where to go. I want to go home, but Daddy will know that there's something wrong.
Honestly, though, I understand that you can't trust your dad and that your dad has very controlling behavior and has sort of run your life. I understand that, and they've established that better as we've gone on. I say, but going to your dad would actually be a really good option because he would defend you. And honestly, from someone who has had really controlling people in their life, I will say that when someone else tries to control you, they will get in their face and take it away.
Oh,
because
yeah.
they're like, they are not yours to control, they are mine to control. So even if you're in a situation that really sucks, depending on the type of control freak or, basically manipulative or abusive person that's in your life, you can really go to them for help with other people trying to do the same thing to you.
It's actually kind of fascinating, which I've always found to be sort of ironic.
Honestly, it's a really weird romance trope that I've run into occasionally of the person I'm with, while they are all the hot, conventional, attractive, socially valuable things, they're an absolute asshole abuser that's scary as fuck, but I love them because they protect me from every other horrible thing in the world.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen it.
And
it's never been as hot for me as it is in those books. Oh.
there's a good thing then that it's fiction, right?
Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
In fiction, you can make it as sexy as you like.
Right? And right now, he's the last person that I want to find out.
It's true.
I happen to bump into Ben as I'm leaving the cafe.
Hey, Ben.
He immediately notices that something is wrong.
Huh.
Ben, why are you crying?
Were you crying?
Yes.
Darn, you are way more translucent than usual. Are you okay?
I wipe my tears away and try to avoid looking him in the eye. Ben, what's wrong? Why aren't you at work? I thought you were working today, so I was about to visit you.
I think we would just vomit it out.
Why not?
Bern keeps trying to be friends with the guys who are harassing her. Like, she keeps trying.
Caretaking. Keeps constantly basically appeasing them, going, I'm non-threatening, it's okay. Yeah.
And she also just keeps trying to move them, like, into a position of friend instead of aggressor. She keeps trying to go, if this wasn't scary and uncomfortable, we could actually get along.
This could be great. I know you just really want to be nice and do good things for me, even if she
I
doesn't
believe you have the best intentions at heart. I just don't know where your heart is.
All right, tell Ben everything. I just got fired. What? How come? What happened? They accused me of stealing $1,000. I began to sob as I explained the whole story to Ben. He wipes my tears away and hugs me tightly. But I'm innocent, Ben. I swear. Oh no, of course you're innocent. What am I supposed to do to make them believe me? Ben thinks for a while. He seems to come up with an idea actually pretty quickly.
I love the shifty side eye. Him,
Excuse me, I have to make a phone call. He steps away to make the call. Less than 1 minute later, he comes back. Let's go and meet your cafe manager.
Blackmail. We're going to prove your innocence through blackmail. That's what I'm guessing.
That's kind of what I'm afraid of, actually.
Oh, God.
Huh? Why? I'll give her $1,000. My mom's manager is going to raise the money to them.
That doesn't prove my innocence at all.
No! What do you mean, no? If I agree to that, it's like I'm admitting to being the thief. What are you going to do then? Oh my God!
But we could just pay her off. Also, the manager really could be like, you have a bunch of really well-off guys from really nice schools parading the fuck around you. You can raise this money. So I'm going to accuse you because potentially I need money.
Yeah, you don't actually know what this is about at all. I don't know, but I have to prove to them that I'm not a thief. I'm innocent. I understand.
Can we maybe, talk to my good friend Mark, who does weird surveillance and hacker stuff, and have him prove that I didn't do it?
I feel like that's where we're gonna go,
Probably.
which is sort of funny. But you says the cafe manager only gave you 48 hours. There's not enough time. I know, but sigh loudly. My head only gets dizzier the more I think about it. I'm starting to hyperventilate. Bun, are you okay? You look pale. I'm not feeling well, Ben. I think I should go home now. Yes, of course. I'll take you home. Ben holds my hand as he takes me to his car. Luckily, Daddy just sent me a short message saying that he won't be home until Monday. I can be home alone and try to solve everything alone.
Except for you shouldn't have to do it alone.
Alone. It's
Oh.
been another tough weekend. 48 hours have passed and I couldn't come up with the money or any proof to show that I'm innocent. Luckily, Daddy is busy at his art studio. Otherwise, he'd find out about the problem I'm dealing with. I wake up from my daydream just as the school bus pulls over.
I love that we call this a school bus. I'm like, it isn't a school bus.
It's
a city bus.
This is a city
Oh my
bus.
God.
It's super good.
I don't know if we've even actually called it a school bus before. We've always just said the bus.
No, remember we had a whole huge dealio about it.
Right,
There was a
like,
huge...
this is not a school bus.
Yeah, I see Mark waiting for me on the bus with a worried look on his face. He opens his arm for a quick hug as soon as I sit next to him.
Come here, you.
Mark squeezes me so tightly that I have to tap him to let me go.
I'm tapping out. Woo.
So you've heard about everything from Kayla, I guess.
That suggests at least you were talking to your friends, trying to find resources.
Over the weekend.
So that's good. I like that. Yes, but we both believe that someone's framing you.
Thank you, Mark. But now I'm running out of time and I can't prove that I didn't steal anything. In fact, I have no time.
Mm-hmm.
It's been 48 hours. I have to meet with the manager after school. What should I do? Mark scratches his head. He seems frustrated.
Yeah, he would be.
Yeah.
Well, are you sure that the surveillance footage hasn't been tampered with, or that it's complete, or that she's showing you all of it?
You're right. I shrug. I have no idea, Mark. I can't control that thing. It's basically my manager against me, and all she's going to do is call the cops, and I haven't realized that she could just be manipulating me or just try to scare me.
Additionally, unless people are looking at the timestamp on the video, and they also know when the manager left, etc., they don't know that that was the relevant part of the footage, and they're taking the manager's word for it, since we haven't discussed what day of the week, who was on shift, anything, that Byrne was the last person there.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
No idea, Mark. Do you think you can find out?
Well, I would have to get into their computer, but usually that's not a problem, so...
Well, that's impossible. Maybe you can join me later. I think Byrne is like, you're my friend, you're my only rock.
Additionally, I think Byrne knows at this point that he can get into computers.
Yeah, I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can join me later. I can't think of a way to get you into the security room, but you can join me later if you want.
Yes, of course. I want to support you.
Thank you, Mark. That's very sweet of you.
Don't mention it, Byrne.
Maybe you can be my character witness as she inevitably calls the cops.
You'd do she's gonna what? I didn't hear that part from Kayla.
What?
You'd do the same thing if it were me, right? I mean, I know you would, because you've stood up for me like twice with a bully, and she's just clearly being a bully, so...
No doubt.
Mm.
Absolutely. Like, with Cindy.
Yep.
Apparently the rumors are spreading about me stealing money from the This.
Who would even have those rumors to spread unless other people from your high school
I guess she did
work at the cafe?
Like, your boss did yell at everyone, so it's like, whoa, this was a big deal.
Well, that's what I mean. Unless some of the other employees are connected to your school, where would the rumors come from?
Right?
Mm-hmm. But that's interesting.
It's sort of weird. As soon as I walk into the cafeteria, everyone
starts to whisper to themselves.
Starts to whisper to themselves.
Yep, everyone just turning all of their heads towards each other, sharing the gossip.
Some of them even point and laugh.
Just ignore them, like every other time.
Believe me, I'm doing my best. Kayla waves at us. I run to my best friend and she hugs me.
Are you okay? How are you doing?
I just shrug since she knows that I'm not doing well at all. Anyway, how could everyone here already know?
Good question, actually.
I can't believe it.
Cindy was the one who started the rumor. Cindy's been stalking you. Oh.
Cindy? How did she even manage to find out?
Also good question. I have no idea. But you know how much of a gossip she is. But, Byrne... It's been 48 hours. What are you going to do?
I don't know, Kayla. I really don't know.
If the cops come to the school to pick us up before we meet the manager because she changed her mind, that would be freaking hilarious.
I would laugh.
I don't think that will happen at all, but I would laugh.
God.
I've talked to my mom and convinced her that you are innocent. And because my mom didn't believe it at first. She thought you were a dirty thief.
Except that we already we had that conversation, actually, where she's already called... Kayla, remember that bit where she's like, and the mom also believes me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are we bringing this up again?
I'm reasserting that my mom still believes because I told her to believe.
Right?
I think Kayla, it's possible in this case that Kayla's just reasserting, my mom is convinced and I did this for you, so I'm on your side kind of thing.
Right.
I'm trying to support you.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll repeat things if it's my part of the contribution or if it's the piece of the information that I need to remember or that I think is pertinent to whatever else is going on.
Right.
So that can happen. But the game's probably just forgetting.
Mm-hmm.
And I swear she believes me. She believes us. But she can't convince her friend. You know, the cafe owner, your boss.
It's fine, Kayla. It's sweet of you and your mum to stand up for me.
Well. Maybe the cafe owner's her mom. She seems stylish enough to be her mom.
Maybe.
But you'd think Kayla would know.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Or her aunt, maybe. Then it would be more subtle.
Right.
Look who we have here. Is this a different dress on her?
It is.
I was going to say,
she usually wears white.
I was going to say, she
This
changed
is
her
pink.
clothes after Ben finally officially turned her down.
Yeah.
That's interesting. A thief, she says as she's walking by, is what I get from that. Blink, blink, blink.
Cindy suddenly comes up to my table and claps, followed by her minions and some other randoms.
She comes up, well.
Wow.
A thief!
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm hearing, that whole villain slow clap as you walk up.
Right.
That's amazing. Mm-hmm. And some other randoms.
Actually, I was like, why don't you just do some other randos? Because that's clearly what you wanted to write. Like,
fine.
okay, but what do you want, Cindy?
Stops, backs up. Oh, you're talking to me.
Oh.
Because that's what I'm going to take that graphic convention to be. What would I want from a thief like you? Nothing. Oh, wait. I do want something. I want you not to steal from all of us. Indicates all the cronies. Including our boyfriends.
Surprisingly, people laugh at her asinine remark.
They use the word asinine, and I love that. I have never seen that in a dating game yet.
Here we go. First instance of asinine. We've got it.
Girls, make sure that your boyfriends don't go near Fern. We want to make her a pariah. Because I can use big words, too. Unless you want to lose them.
What? Okay, so I've always found this to be hilarious, where people are like, they're a husband stealer, a wife stealer, blah, blah, blah,
a boyfriend stealer.
A boyfriend stealer.
A
and
home wrecker.
A home wrecker. And you're just like, the person had to choose to leave you. They didn't just get dragged along by the ear, by the flesh. I mean, they could also fight back.
Home wrecker, you're a home wrecker.
Yeah, no, I've always found this trope to be frustrating in terms of, like, with fiction or whatever else, because a lot of times it's really misogynistic. Period. It's the man going, I was bewitched, oh no, and you're just like, you were just horny!
Yeah.
Fuck off, you decided to do it. There takes two people to fuck, unless there was rape here.
I was just saying,
and then you should be really like, oh my god, are you okay?
My partner was sexually assaulted, which is very different than you made my partner cheat on me.
Or made my partner leave me.
Right, which is very, very different.
Whoa!
I say, yes. And the thing is like, that's one of the things that bothers me is they're going, well, she made him do it. I'm like, that's rape.
Yeah.
Well, no, but I mean, no.
No.
Did she rape him? No, she seduced him. That is his choice then.
Then
if there's no blackmail, no coercion, just I'm attractive and available to you, then that's okay.
That's
like, it's against your agreement with your partner.
For sure.
But the other person didn't
consented to do that.
I was gonna say, the other person, the third party, didn't agree to your agreement. They're not part of your marriage, part of your dating, part of your whatever. And while socially it is polite to not steal someone's partner, and it is considered appropriate to not do so, they haven't promised not to.
Right?
And they definitely haven't promised not to try. Now, if they are one of your friends, someone you know, that could be a conversation you could have going, hey, so I'm super nervous around everybody. I'd really appreciate it if you don't flirt with my husband.
Right?
You know? That kind of thing.
Right?
And that can be a thing. But like, I'm not saying anyone should be endorsed to steal or try to steal anyone else's partner. Again, that is not good behavior. But if your partner leaves you for someone else and it's not under distress and resistance, then they are involved as well. It is not just the person who draw them off, false problem, what
Like
have you.
I said, most of the time whenever I've seen it, it's just misogynistic.
It really
That's
is. It's going, the girl is the problem.
Yeah.
And it is
it's basically been a slut-shaming or basically control tactic of women's sexuality, and also basically removing men's responsibility for being a part of the relationship because, men are so honorable and so blah, blah, blah,
as
whatever.
well as a way to pit women against each other.
Oh, God, yeah.
The guy gets to stand aside and watch the women fight about him, basically, because he's not responsible. She just magicked him into it.
Right?
And what guy could ever resist? Plenty of guys, okay?
Plenty of guys.
At any rate, so
You
that
just
one.
say no.
All right, so would you defend yourself or leave?
I think Byrne's been really used to just walking out on Cindy at this point and just walking away from her.
I think Byrne is done. Also, I think Byrne doesn't want to exacerbate the situation.
And also doesn't really like more drama. Leave the cafeteria. I don't want to deal with you today, Cindy. I tried to walk away, but Cindy grabs my arm.
Where do you think you're going? There we go. I was going to say, where's our Kayla defender? Because she does really good about that.
She does.
Like, one of her strengths is that she will stand up and kick some ass. And honestly, she looks like she could be the badass bully with the way she always dresses, and I kind of admire that. Like, Kayla is a little bit soft butch,
Yeah, kind of.
Like, she really always has been. It's kind of wild, and I love it. All right. Hey, let go of her.
Cindy pushes Kayla over.
Wow. Cindy has stepped up her game.
Without thinking, Mott grabs a glass of orange juice and throws it in Cindy's face.
Whoa.
We have had some retribution. We've had some basically like revenge.
We did.
She dumped shit on him before, and now he's done it to her.
Also, she's done it a lot to Byrne.
Oh, God,
And
yeah.
has thrown literally a glass in Byrne's face. This is literally like set up and pay off. I've paid you back.
Right.
Ironically, in the way that you used to attack people.
Right?
Love
but we
that.
are out of time!
Oh, dear.
Hey, so we're gonna have to throw more glasses in Cindy's face next time! Hey, so thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. If you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and also share our videos if you are having a good time with us. Please also feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi and our Patreon. We have some links in the description down below, and we actually have some goals in there that we would like to achieve. So if you could go check those out, that would be super awesome. And you know what? I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies.
And it was great playing with you. Bye!